recently, which is terrible, but I watched it. How are you not gonna watch? You're gonna watch every fight, you know? Fights have that weird quality. Fights are kind of like hand jobs, and that like you don't really want one, but you're like, well, let's see where it goes, you know? Like, will you give it a kiss? No? All right. So yeah. I had to take a shot. So I'm in Philadelphia, walking through the park in the middle of the day. Beautiful day in Philly, beautiful park. I'm walking through this park, and as I'm walking through it, I see a white guy, and he yells across the park to a black guy. He calls him a nerd. And when you hear that and you're in public, you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. That's your first thought. And then another black guy, I don't know if he lived in the bushes, but he popped out of the bushes. Like, if this is a bush right here, I just saw a black guy go, no. Not in my park, But it's like, no one else saw that guy. Only I was like, oh my God, I see that guy, like that. And it became my own personal movie. I watched him line up like the honey badger. He was like, that one? All right. And he sprinted across the park and he tackled the white guy. So instinctively, I just went, get him! But it took me a second to realize I'm the only other white guy in the park. Yeah, so like 10 black people turned and I went, no! Him. Our him. And they were like, what? And I was like, I'm out, that's what. And then they killed that white guy. And for the record, I don't give a fuck if they did. You know why? There is no such thing as white guy loyalty, okay? I mean, there is, but those guys are obvious as they hold torches. But the rest of us, are not having that shit. And let me tell you something, man. I'm jealous of interracial loyalty because I see it. You know, if you're white, you see it with other races, Asians, you see it with black people for sure. What I'm talking about, there can be a dangerous situation. Let's say it's a fight, and there's a black guy in that fight. And then another black guy that doesn't know him will go, I'm going to involve myself. Just on account of us being of the same race. At our core, we are brothers. I see that, and I'm like, wow. Because when you're white and you're in that situation, you're like, fuck that guy. I don't know that guy. Do whatever you want to him. I don't give a shit. Let you do something like that guy in the park and then look at me like, hey man, are you gonna help out? You should know something. You're about to get murdered, okay? I will fucking take pictures as you're beaten and upload them, hashtag honky, hashtag dead honky, fuck you cracker, I'm out of here. Now, you that this has happened to me more than half a dozen times. I am not exaggerating. Every hotel check-in begins usually the same. It's standard. Hotels, the people at the desk, they go, last name? And this just happened to me. Last name? And I go, Segura. And the guy goes, whoa, are you Japanese? And I go, 100%, yeah. And he just goes, oh, we don't get a lot of Japanese people here. That's pretty cool. So I have to stop him and go, hey, man, I'm not Japanese. And he goes, Segura. Segura! Sounds Japanese. I go, that's because you're saying it Japanese. I could be Smith, and if you want to go, Smith. And it's Japanese. He goes, well, what are you? Which is fucking rude. Can I just say it's never important to ask that question? What are you? It's never important to ask that. It's sometimes important, but not a lot. When is it important? Sushi chef, accountant, 100-meter dash. Outside of that, sometimes it matters. So I tell him, I go, Segura is Spanish. And he goes, that's weird. You look white. I go, I am white. And he goes, but you're Spanish? I go, correct. He goes, do you speak Spanish? I said, yes. He goes, so you're Mexican? And I go, no. And he goes, I don't know what's going on. I said, what's going on is you failed fucking social studies. And you're not too good at geography either. And then I see his head drop, like he feels bad. I'm like, look, man, you understand there's white people in Mexico. You know that part. And he goes, no, I don't. I said, there's white people there, there's black people there, there's even Asian people there. And if you really want to shit your pants, those Asian people, they speak Spanish too. You don't expect it, but they're like, dim sum, muy rico, si lo quiero probar, si no lo quiero probar, concha tu madre, nadie te quiere, anda la mierda. They are Asian, and they speak Spanish. Now, as you can tell, I speak beautiful, perfect Spanish, and it is to no credit of my own. My mother is Peruvian, and her English wasn't good, so she spoke to us in Spanish, and that's how I picked up on Spanish. And I get so many different reactions when people find out I speak Spanish. I either get completely incredulous people who are like, holy fucking shit, I can't believe what's coming out of your mouth right now. I think I'm gonna piss my pants. And I'm like, I don't speak Aramaic, I speak Spanish. Why is this? They're like, it's not supposed to come out of you, bro. It's not supposed to come out of you. So I either get that reaction, or I get people who are like, oh, you speak Spanish? Yeah, I speak Spanish too. And I'm like, no, you don't. And they're like, no, I took 4 years in high school. And I'm like, yeah, I played football for 4 years in high school, and the Broncos aren't giving me a look this week, so no, you don't. Your Spanish sucks. With a capital M for mierda. Now, I grew up in a Spanish-speaking household, which means I listen to a lot of Spanish music. I only point that out. I think it's important to point out that when you listen to Spanish music, it influences who you become, like all music would. For me, I used to listen to a lot of this singer named Juan Luis Guerra, a Dominican singer, and he would sing just a lot of love songs, you know? Songs with titles like Si tú te vas, which means if you were to leave me. And the lyrics go, Si tú te vas, mi corazón se morirá, which means if you leave me, my heart would die. I'm 10 years old, and I'm like, oh shit. I don't want that to happen. So I would balance it out. I would listen to a lot of Todd Shaw, and you might know him by his stage name, Too Short. And he would sing songs like Blowjob Betty. And I would go back and forth between these two great songwriters, you know? Mi corazón se morirá. A bust a left nut, right nut in her jaw. Sperm on her cheeks is all dissolved. And that's how I go through life today. Today I'm basically like, hola. Yeah. Sorry, Mom. Now, oh, man. Don't you hate everyone? I mean, obviously I'm not talking about you guys, but no, I've been on this tour for a long time, too long, and you know, I meet people sometimes after shows, you know, I meet people, and it's always a roll of the dice. I've been meeting lunatics. I mean people. I met a guy after a show recently. I'm shaking people's hands, saying hi. Guy comes up to me, he goes, where from really? And I go, what? And he goes, where from really? I said, where am I from originally? And he goes, yeah. I said, I was born in Cincinnati, but I moved around a lot. Huh. And he goes, huh, yeah. Months going down there, I maybe you from there too. And I go, are you a person that's talking to me right now? And he goes, yeah. And then I decipher that what he's saying is, I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana. about 20 miles south of there. There's a bunch of Seguras down there. I thought maybe you're from there too. And I go, oh, fucking no. And then I realized we have this whole population of Cajun people living amongst us like they're one of us, and they're not. Why do they have rights? This guy had the audacity to ask me. He go, I said, did you just ask me if there's a red box around here? And he go, yeah. I go, I don't fucking work here. Like, I thought he was moments away from being like, I do declare I am a cartoon character and I've come to life. Here's all I'm saying. I support building a wall if it's around the state of Louisiana, because those people are out of their fucking minds. You fucking swamp people, we don't need you. What are we gonna miss out on? Where you gonna get your shrimp? Oh. What a contribution. No more gator, no more shrimp. Fucking inbreds. So, cracker-ass inbreds, we don't need you. Yeah, tell them, fucking tell them. They'll see this shit. Fuck you, cracker. So, I probably checked into 400 hotels this year. So, you might be sitting in your seat now going like, well, Tom, what can we still say? What can we say? I'll tell you what you can say. White racial slurs. All of them. Let her rip. Cracker, Mick, Kraut, Polak, Frog, Guinea, Wop, Honky. Have fun. Say them all you want. And if you're not white and you're going, wait, are you saying that I can say those? That's exactly what I'm saying. Nobody cares. Call up your Italian friend tomorrow and be like, hey, you fucking Guinea. And he'll go, I don't care. I don't give a shit. It's not a historically disenfranchised group. The best slur of all, for me, I think, is honky. I'll tell you why. The word honky is hilarious in and of itself, but for some reason, truly racist white people have latched onto that word. It's like this great indicator to know if someone's racist. If they act like that word is offensive, run, okay? You don't believe me? Watch the news. Next time there's some like racial fight in the news, they'll find some hillbilly. Like, what happened? He'll be like, well, he called me a honky. And they're like, and did you pass out from laughing hysterically, or what happened next? He's like, no, I stabbed him. And you're like, oh, shit. That's fucking crazy. I'll pay you to call me a honky. I don't care. It's a great word. I saw a racial fight